weird rumble in your tummy. You know, that unmistakable sound that seems to echo through a quiet room or right when you're hanging out with friends. It's almost like your stomach is trying to start a conversation of its own, and suddenly, everyone's looking at you, wondering who's hungry. You know the one, when your stomach starts growling and you think, yep, time to eat. It's almost automatic, right? That growl is like a little alarm clock, and we're all trained to answer it with a snack or a meal, no questions asked. But what if I told you that's not always true? What if that rumble isn't actually your body's way of begging for food, but something else entirely? It might sound strange, but stick with me. Here's the surprising truth. When your stomach's growling, it doesn't actually mean you need food right away. In fact, it's just a sign that your digestive system is doing its thing, keeping everything running smoothly behind the scenes. That sound? It's your digestive system cleaning house, like a vacuum doing a late-night sweep. It's called the migrating motor complex, and it's basically your gut's way of tidying up between meals, sweeping out leftover bits, and prepping for the next round. But here's where things get a little wild. Most people don't realize that this process is actually super important for your health. If you interrupt it by eating every time you hear a growl, you're stopping your body from finishing its cleanup job. See, there's a rumor, a legend, floating around that if you eat right when your stomach growls, you might just be feeding the monster. It's a silly way to think about it, but it kind of makes sense, right? Now, before you roll your eyes, hear me out. The monster is just a fun way to talk about that restless energy inside us, the part that wants instant comfort instead of waiting or doing something else. This monster is a metaphor for that urge to do something, anything, other than just sit with a little discomfort. It's the part of us that craves distraction, whether it's food, scrolling, or just filling the silence. If you always eat the second you feel that growl, you're giving in to the monster's tricks. You're letting that urge control you, instead of listening to what your body actually needs. And if you never let yourself touch grass, literally or figuratively, before you turn 18, legend says the monster gets so pent up, he explodes. It's a funny image, but it's also a reminder that we need more than just snacks to feel good. And trust me, you do not want to be around for that mess. Imagine all that restless energy bursting out at once. Yikes! So what can you do instead of reaching for chips every time you hear a belly grumble? Simple. Give your body and mind something else to do. Let that energy out in a way that actually feels good. Touch grass. Step outside. Literally feel the earth beneath your feet, even if it's just for a minute. It's amazing how a little fresh air can change your whole mood. Let the sunlight hit your face. Take a deep breath. Notice the world around you, the colors, the sounds, the feeling of being alive and present. Say hi to your neighbor or your dog, or even just wave at someone passing by. These little moments of connection can fill you up in ways that food never could, or even that one guy in a fursuit. No judgment here. Sometimes the most unexpected connections are the ones that make us smile the most. The real point is to connect with the world, with people, with anything that isn't just food or screens. When you do, you'll notice that the urge to snack just to fill time starts to fade away. When you do this, you're not just dodging the exploding monster. You're giving your body what it actually needs: movement, fresh air, and maybe even a laugh or two. You're letting your mind reset and your body recharge. Suddenly, those stomach growls become reminders to get up, stretch, and live a little. They're not just signals for food. They're invitations to experience life outside your usual routine. So next time you hear your tummy rumble, don't be so quick to grab a snack. Head outside, chat with someone, anyone, or just take a moment to notice the world around you. You'll tame the monster, and who knows, you might even find yourself feeling fuller than ever without eating a single thing. Sometimes, what we're really hungry for is connection, movement, and a little bit of adventure. Stay curious and stay hungry. For life, not just snacks. Remember, your next adventure could be just a growl away.